ADC. I'm curious. I want to start with like, what does that even stand for?
Angry Dad Canada.
Okay, there we go.
It was the nickname I was given when I was in commercial radio. They had my kid up there, and the coworkers were like, "Yeah, man, you're just Angry Dad. You're Angry Dad Canada." Okay, cool.
Well, what's going on,
We'll go
Angry
with.
Dad?
Well, hey, man, I'm one of those guys in rural. I'm in Lacombe. I sat and had to explain to my daughter how that person on the blue sign was an awful human being, and the fact that our youngest, who's here right now, and her older sibling are both in the 2S community, and try to explain to her that anything that that person has said is not true. And thankfully, our daughter, our youngest, is 11 and understands that, but it still pains me to do that.
I can't imagine.
The point that the got though is, I mean, number one, you are correct. I actually took a shot at you on YouTube, and I apologize. But
I missed
I
it. I've been a
think
little
we
busy.
have to stop the infighting. Um, I went after Kenny from 2019. I actually went after him so hard that I got targeted by Elections Alberta and was under investigation and the whole Houghton match. So I actually registered as a political third party advertiser, but I wasn't an electoral third party advertiser. So anytime that we would get any momentum on our message, I'd get a letter from Elections Alberta saying, "You're not qualified to do this. So you have to stop." So I was basically blacked out during the by election for Brian Jean, and then during the leadership um, debate, or the leadership, the UCP leadership. And then I was given a letter after we started to gain some ground, after Smith was named leader, that as of December 31st, I would need to have electoral third party advertiser status to continue to do what I do. I said, okay, great, I'll do that. Never got back to me. Now the election's over. I've now applied for the electoral third party status, and I got a call from them saying, "Oh yeah, well we can do that, and we can revise what it was before." So what it was before was under Angry Dad Canada. What it's going to be is going to be the Alberta Accountability Alliance, and what my goal is to bring everyone that's progressive and on the left as that voice, and utilize the game that the UCP play, because all the game is, oh, they've got corporate dollars, they can shut you down. They've got this. Once we're registered and following the guidelines, we can run fundraisers, we can run golf tournaments, all these things, and raise money for the alliance, which will be a group to keep the government accountable. And the goal is to have it be a non-ableist inclusive group. So anyone who feels that because I'm on AISH or because I'm disabled and I can't do anything, no, you're welcome. You're more than welcome. We want everyone involved. Maybe we want you involved. We want, like you said, this is about getting people together. And if you're great at writing letters to your MLA, I think they're useless in my opinion. But if someone's great on doing that, perfect. You'll be the captain on that. If you want to do the in-person uh, protests, fantastic. I know that with Bill 1, we can't protest without having some sort of regulation. And with the upcoming Gestapo that's going to be put into place, in-person protest is going to be very difficult. So it's about mobilizing people. So that's the goal from my side, is to utilize this. And yes, I'm the one starting this. Yes, I'm the one that's going to be the first whatever, but I don't want to be it. I want it to have a entire input of people, and there's a plan in place to be able to do mutual aid in every one of the electoral ridings. So having captains and co-captains providing mutual aid in those communities that are going to just be decimated from the UCP non-help, the Take Back Alberta people, and then have them get that exposure and be able to build those communities back from the ground and still be able to have a voice back against the government. And with all that being regulated by Elections Alberta, which is basically using their own tools against them. So that's my goal. That's why I called tonight. I want people to understand that. They can follow me on the ADC thing, or we have the at AB_Polly on Twitter, and you can see the stuff that's being changed to the Alberta Accountability Alliance.
There we go. So you're like trying to be like the anti Take Back Alberta.
Yes. So when people are saying we need to come together, no, we've got something. It's all there. Just join. That's all we're not doing. We know there's certain people that charge memberships and all the other stuff. No, it's 100% transparent. And once we've got the approval from Elections Alberta, I will have their guidelines inside the document of the mutual aid manifesto for Alberta that I've already got as a Google Doc. And then people can see what the plan is and where we can go from there and who wants to join. It's a way to fight back, and you don't have to be in the province to do it either. So if things are too tough for people and they have to leave, I totally understand. In our circumstance and situation, we are not able to do that. So while I'm here, we're going to fight hard, and we're going to come about as an alliance for accountability.
Very cool. Well, thanks for sharing that. And I don't know what you said on YouTube, but no worries.
it was the thing about the frustration piece. There is everyone saying that we've only got the two choices: the NDP and the UCP, because it's a duopoly, it's a two-party system, and then the Greens can't get seats because of that. And I think you were just the straw there that broke the camel's back for me. The fact that I'm seeing all the independent media saying, "Oh, the Greens can't do this or whatever because they don't have." But if we keep saying that, it's never going to happen.
Well, I think to be clear, like let me clarify that. I think that there's definitely room for the Greens to pick up some seats.
Yeah.
And I mean, if anybody who's been paying attention to Alberta politics for the last 8 years, if there's any lesson, it's like the most surprising things are not only possible, they're becoming more and more likely. So it's my crack at the Greens was not meant to be disrespectful or derisive. I had Jordan on the show, and I would love to see in my perfect world. We would have multiple parties represented in the legislature. I think that would be the best thing for the conversation. But if wishes were horses and all that.
Yeah, 100%.
Cool. Okay. Well, as long as you weren't making fun of my hat or my shirt, then I'm cool.
Not at all.
Cool. All right. Anything else you wanted to throw in there, man?
No, let's let other people talk.
Okay.
Thanks for the platform, Nate. We'll keep in touch.
Hey, can I just throw one other thing in before you go?
Absolutely.
I don't know if it's worth anything, but there's a lot of people who know that what Ms. Johnson said is absolute garbage. And I hope that your kids know that there are a lot of people in this province who are incensed that sort of rhetoric is being talked and thrown about in any way. So I just wanted to say that.
Oh, I appreciate that. No, 100%. And their dad is the angry dad, and he's the dragon dad, and and he will speak out. And most people won't. I don't have the tattoos like you, but most people see me as a 6-foot something angry guy who they don't want to mess with. So pretty much when I start to speak up, people will either back down or not listen anymore.
There you go. All right, man. Well, you take care. Have a good night, and you take care of those kids.
You too. Bye-bye.
All right, we're going to move on from there. I'm going to double check who's next on my list. We got Lynn coming in. So I am going to tap Lynn in here. And it looks like we might have lost Laura, but that means that Ziad will be up after Lynn.